Welcome back to Kingdom Cast. It's your host, Bad Luck Chuck. We are back at it again with another Red Friday edition of Kingdom Cast. We are now in week 3. As we go up against our division foes in the LA Chargers. We got our special guest Chargers fan here, but we're going to get to him in a sec. I'm going to introduce my guys here. The top right-hand corner is my guy, Country. To the bottom right-hand corner is my guy, Boogie. And our special guest, he is a diehard Chargers fan, longtime Chargers fan. He also has a Twitch account. He does a little gaming as well. Everyone remembers him. You know, he likes to talk stuff all the time about the Chargers. He's kind of mellowed out a little bit lately, but
he's been
humble. Introduce my guy, Viva La Chuck, to this week's episode of Kingdom Cast. Chuck,
how y'all doing, man? Hey, bro, listen, like I said when I first came in here, I was under the impression when I first walked in here that we were live, so my bad. But I want to say again, I appreciate y'all for having me. I feel like this was definitely long overdue. We should have had this 2 years ago when it was literally prime, back and forth on Twitter and stuff like that. But yo, nevertheless, better now than never. So thank you. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. Appreciate you come hopping on, man. But we're gonna kick things off here, man. So what made you become a Chargers fan, and how long have you been a Chargers fan?
All right, so basically, I was born in Jersey, and I lived in Florida for the first half of my life, from when I was a little ass kid to maybe 12 years old. So I never really followed football when I was in Florida. But when I moved up to Pennsylvania about 13 or 14, Philly. They're diehards. They're passionate. Their games are always their fans are probably up there with the Bills, and it's y'all know they're up there with y'all too, man. It's different in these different cities. So I come to Philly, outside of Philly, 20 minutes outside of Philly, in this place called Exton, and I started watching football because people love the Eagles. Ironically, I came up in 2006, so that's when LT was really starting to snap. So I was like, yo, who's LT? So in a sense, y'all can say that I did kind of bandwagon to the team. But then when people say that, I rebuttal like this. What did we win? You know what I mean? We didn't win nothing. We came up short damn near every single time we had the bag. So there's nothing I could really bandwagon for. But LT was snapping. So I was like, I'm gonna take the ride with LT. I'm just he's my favorite player right now. I'm just gonna hop on with the team. But then he leaves 3 years later, 4 years later, and then I was just at that point, I loved Rivers. No matter what, win or lose, you either love him or you hate him, but you respect him. I just stuck with the team because of Rivers, and then ever since then, it's just been Rivers, and we've always been blessed with having quarterbacks. That's a fact, all the time. I wasn't there for Breeze, but obviously wasn't there for Fouts. Wasn't there for all the early ones, but for Rivers, I got to see Rivers' greatness. And it passed on to Herbert. And you know what? To me, it's not about winning. I know y'all got that ring. Makes everything a lot better. You know what I mean? You can look down at everybody, especially in the division, even though the Raiders and Broncos have numerous drones. But, man, I just stick with the team, bro. I stuck with them. That was my poison, bro. I picked my poison right there. I could have picked any team in the league that don't choke as much as the Chargers do. I picked the Chargers. I love them, but I picked the Chargers. And it's damn. Yeah, that's my opening. I basically became a fan. To summarize it, I moved up here. Their passion and diehardness rubbed off on me, but I was I don't like the Eagles. I'm just gonna go pick a different team. I don't believe in you have to like the team of the city you currently live in. That's BS to me.
I feel you on that because there's some people. There's people like that everywhere. There's people here in Kansas City. They like a different football team besides the Chiefs. So, that's nothing new.
That's interesting.
You like a different football team, but it's just don't like our rival, bro. Why would you like the Oakland Raiders if you live in Kansas City? It makes
that's
absolutely no sense.
That's funny. Still it's people get off on the thrill of living in that they can walk outside and be everybody around me don't like me. I don't know.
That's what it is.
It's funny. I'm not like that, bro. I just love the Chargers, so I picked the Chargers, man. Sometimes, it's gonna be a fun talk.
Yeah, you know what's crazy about the Chargers, man? The Chargers, they've actually done a good job of drafting and developing talent and just getting talent in general throughout the years. But for some odd reason, they just cannot close the deal. when it comes to that time, man. When it's come to
You know it ain't.
it
Nah,
does.
bro. Don't
No,
try to
listen,
gas him up,
and
bro.
and
You
what's
know what the
crazy,
problem is. You know
Country,
what the problem is.
country,
Let's talk about it. Let's be honest.
country. You gotta be honest, bro. You gotta be honest, man. The Chargers
I'm
have
about to
mastered
be
talent,
honest.
bro.
I'm about to be honest. You know why the Chargers keep failing? They got the worst medical staff in the NFL. That's why.
I agree with that. That's the number one reason.
Every year,
That's the number one
Hunter
reason.
Henry hurt. Derwin James hurt 2 years in a row. Phillip walks into the AFC Championship on a broken ACL. Bruh, every year, it never fails. Keenan Allen, he goes off for 200 in the first half, and then he tears his hamstring. Every year, bro. Let's be honest.
He's been healthy the last couple of years, though. So, I mean, that right there, we're definitely, like, extremely beneficial for it. But, like, but then that's number one, obviously, because, like, there's been, like, you obviously think about, like, if Phil doesn't get injured with the ACL, does he go in and does he beat the Pats? I don't know. With a fully healthy Rivers, does it happen? It's a what if. Same thing with this, though. Number two would probably be, like, I don't even know what to call this, man, but Nate Kading missing 3 field goals, like, in the postseason when we only lost by 3. I don't know what to call that. When he was an automatic in the regular season, I don't know what to call that. Bad luck? If you want to call it bad luck, but then you can classify that with injuries when you say bad luck. So, but, yeah, man. It's like, and it's hard as a Chargers fan. Bro, I'm beaten up mentally, and I'm only 28, and I've only been a fan for like 14, 15 years. I can't imagine people who've been fans for like 50 or 60 but going through the same shit. Like, it's really crazy, but it's just like you talk so much smack in the offseason, right? You run your mouth weekly, but then the injuries just happen right after, and they happen right after, and they just shut you up slowly and slowly and slowly. And then you get to the point where you're like, all right, Herbert, do what you got to do, man. Bring us a championship. I'm not going to run my mouth. Just going to let it happen now. Just going to let it happen.
So every year,
So what you think about Herbert?
That was 2 questions. One from country and one from what?
Go ahead, answer Boogie question.
Go to country.
What'd you say again?
You can answer Boogie question. There.
What you think about Herbert?
On you, bro.
What you think about Herbert?
At first, I'm gonna be real. Yeah, like at first, like I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't follow college football. I don't watch college football like everybody else does. I don't like bet on college football, so I don't know what people are capable of unless if I watch highlights of them coming out of college. I didn't really study Herbert. I didn't know he was this good, bro. I didn't necessarily not want him, but I was like, all right, when we got him, I was like, bro, I would have taken anybody just because I was like, I know the Chargers are going to be mediocre, but apparently the Chargers got lucky. And apparently the Chargers got like extremely like, bro, Herbert's amazing. He's literally, I'll say this. Not right now, because I'm going to keep the bias aside. Obviously, Mahomes is the best quarterback in the league. I'm not going to say it by a mile, but I'll say he is the best quarterback in the league. I'm saying give Herbert maybe 2 years, 3 years. He's second. He's got to be second. Some of the stuff he's doing right now so early is only reminiscent of Mahomes, literally. Like, I mean, obviously he's not winning. Goes with a coaching staff. I'm not saying our coaching staff is like tremendously bad now, but you guys got a crazy ass staff. Which is really beneficial.
I'll tell you what the Chargers did that was smarter than everybody else. They didn't wait to go get their quarterback of the future. They went and got Herbert. That was a smart move. Oakland is still going through it. Denver really going through it. You know what I'm saying? So I will give y'all the respect on going out and getting Herbert, going out and finding him and bringing him to the team early and not being afraid to go to him at the same time.
And that was very
smart.
Back to like what we were talking about earlier about like the drafting. Like the Chargers have been really good with the drafting. Like a lot of people give Telesco heat, right? They say, I mean, I know like draft picks don't work out, but that's for every team. This guy Telesco has really gotten Keenan. He's gotten Derwin. He's gotten Kenneth Murray. He's got Bosa. He's gotten Herbert. Like, bro, he's like this, and his current team is all together still. And I feel like this team going into like right now, bro, that game against the Cowboys, I don't even want to talk about that. I want to just skip that if we can, because that's ridiculous, bro. We should be 2-0. And that would have been so much better going into this podcast being 2-0.
Yeah, that was
We
right.
coming off a loss
Penalties
too,
killed
though.
That was
We
right.
should be 2-0 too.
Yeah, but like it's always gonna be
okay.
an interesting game with the Chiefs if you're undefeated because there's always that undefeated aspect. You know the Chiefs are gonna bring their game like the Chiefs always do. I mean, but it's a healthy Derwin now. That's the thing.
Yep.
Okay, so what's y'all game plan for? Usually when we go into a game, is what's the game plan for Travis Kelce? But against y'all, Tyreek always shows up against y'all. I don't know what it is about y'all, but some of his best games, some of his best highlights are versus the Chargers. What's y'all game plan for Tyreek Hill?
Well, I mean, you just kind of like answer yourself without even like, you know what I mean? Like we don't have one. We don't have like I mean, unless if Staley, unless if he actually, I mean, I believe in him, but I'm saying like you can't you can't stop Tyreek Hill. You can slow him down, but what is slowing him down considered when he's playing the Chargers? Like an 80-yard game, 90-yard game. I'll take that. I mean, if the Chargers can hold him maybe to like 85, 80, that's a big win in my book. I don't know, but at the same time, it's like even though I feel like as bad as we play Hill, we play Kelce pretty well. Even though he does like leak out and he does get big gainers, that's Kelce. We play Kelce pretty well, but it's like you have too much to focus on that team. And
Yep. You just hit it all right there and there, Chuck. Every time y'all play against us, y'all just choose to take away Kelce. I mean, that's pretty much y'all game plan on defense. And like the reason that Tyreek has been able to get off is that you can put him out in space. And the Chargers seem to have a rough time against those small receivers that are fast and quick off the line. If you get those guys out in space, the Chargers have a rough time, tackling those dudes. And like, and I also want to ask you this, Chuck. What's your review on Brandon Staley so far as the head coach of the Chargers? What do you think about him overall?
Like, okay, so I don't know the exact amount of penalties we had in week 1, but I know you can really, if you really break down penalties, you can assess some penalties being on the coach for not having their players like in the right mindset. Like if it's an unsportsmanlike, you should have your players in the right mindset, even though they're going to slip. But for the most part, these penalties in the second game were not his fault. So far to this date, these 2 games, he's coached 2 really well games. Like there were like at least 7 or 8 drops that Herbert had in the first game that could have been for like 2 touchdowns and maybe like 150 to 200 yards. That's not Staley's fault. And we won that game almost damn near in convincing fashion. The defense shut down I think, what is it? I believe our defense, these 2 games, it's only 2 games. It's a good sample size, or a small sample size, but these 2 games, our second half defense is like allowing 13 points altogether. So it's the Chargers usually just collapse, right? But we're starting to lock down and we're starting to compete to the end, even though it's just 2 games, which is going to make this interesting for this game because you know how Herbert plays y'all last year when it like the first game, not the second game, but it's definitely going to be interesting. But I do love our new head coach. I believe give it a little bit of time. I know people like to give it a year because they were saying Herbert needs to learn the system. But dude, like I said, 7 or 8 drops week 1. I'm not sure how much week 2, but the penalties, bro, called back at least 200 yards and 3 touchdowns almost. It's like you can't that stuff you can't put on the coach, but you can to an extent. I don't know. It depends on who you are. But yeah, I love him. I'll say 9 out of 10. Keep going, it'd be a 9.5. Win a bowl, it'd be a 10.
So, well, y'all coming off a win, right? Y'all won last week.
Nah, we
Y'all
lost.
came off a good performance, huh?
We lost to the Cowboys by a 56-yard field goal to end the game.
Sure
Greg
did.
the leg, bro.
My bad, bro. My bad. I wasn't talking. So, both teams coming in down on L's. Who do you think is going to show up with more fight and more? Who has more to prove Sunday? The Chargers or the Chiefs?
The Chargers, bro, because the Chiefs got a Super Bowl and they have the best quarterback in the league. They don't got like really anything to prove. They're going to be in the playoffs at the end of the day. They're going to go deep into the playoffs. This little week number 3 game against a division opponent that they play again later in the season don't really have that much weight. I'm sure they're going in and they're going to obviously they go in. They're like, yo, it's our division opponent. We got to play them hard. We got to win. You know what I mean? Hold nothing back. But the Chargers got the chip on their shoulder, man. they got to get it done. Herbert got to go in there to Arrowhead. That'd be a big win for them. If he goes into Arrowhead and gets it done, no matter what the score is, if it's 7-6 somehow, if it's somehow, I don't know, I'm just like speaking like, you know what I mean, Twilight Zone type shit. That's a confidence booster. Hold the Chiefs to, I mean, it'll definitely be a fun game because Arrowhead's like, oh man, that's like why. That's why it's the Chargers' time to prove that you can do it. You've done it before, just do it with Herbert.
It's like every week the Chiefs are playing a Super Bowl. Not our Super Bowl, but our opponents. So this week, this is the Chargers' biggest game to this point, right? Last week, Baltimore's biggest game in 3 years or 4 years or whatever, how long since they beat us. This is, I mean, I like the pressure. I mean, but it's difficult. Every week, that people are bringing 115% to beat you every week. Like, it has to be a lot of pressure on the team.
Man, that ain't no excuse, man.
I'm not.
It's not because
we won the Super Bowl the year before, man.
Yeah.
So I don't want to hear that shit. Fuck that.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear everybody Super Bowl. We didn't win the Super Bowl 2 years straight, bro. Come on, man.
And bro, however you want to spin it, bro, at the end of the day, bro, like whether somebody wants to be biased or not, Mahomes can score in like 20 seconds in like 3 plays. So it's like, you don't like, bro, you don't need to like, y'all don't have nothing to prove. It's everybody else's time to prove that they can stop the Chiefs because like the Chiefs were supposed, but I will say this though, and it's unfortunate that y'all ran into Brady and that crazy ass Bucs team, that fast defense, the young defense, because that was y'all. Literally, y'all had a dynasty in the works. If D4 don't go out, like dude, oh man.
I'm not saying we have anything to prove to the NFL because I think the NFL knows. I'm talking about our fans. We got to prove it every week to our fans all over again. Like we took one L in the last 20-something games. And the sky is falling. Oh my God, the defense.
Look at it like this. I'm sorry to cut you off, but there's a lot of new Chiefs fans, bro, over the past couple of years. There's a lot of new Chiefs fans, and I'm not saying all y'all, like y'all 3 right here, valid, bro. I've known Boogie on here for like on social media for 8 years. We've been going back and forth for 8 years. Valid. Like I know y'all are valid, but some new fans, and it's the same with the Chargers, bro. It's like even though we haven't won shit, some new fans just come in. You know what I mean? Don't really like they just want to just see just pure wins. If they don't see pure wins, they start complaining. Right? It's all good. All of us, and the real fans and like all the people who like truly enjoy the sport, like grew up just like feeling the pain. So when the success actually comes, yeah, man, come on. Like it's too much better. That's why I'm holding out, man. Definitely holding out.
Yep. Because, like, we kind of been in that position, too. You know what I mean? Holding out for a long, long time. Then we finally get that breakthrough, man. It's just a great feeling.
And it's crazy. It's crazy how you got the breakthrough because you decided to leave a game. That's crazy. That's so freaking crazy, bro. You're like, all right, man, I'm out of here, man. You know, maybe I'm just bad luck or and then you adapt a persona, and the next thing you know, y'all are hoisting a Lombardi trophy, bro.
You should have never went.
I hated that on you at first. Y'all should have never went, but it worked. And
no, I'm saying Chuck should have never went to the game. He knew he was bad luck. I told him don't go. He was warned, don't go.
But does that comeback happen without him being there? That's the thing.
There wouldn't be no need because we wouldn't have got down like that if he wouldn't have been there in the first place.
No. You never know. You never know. All I know, history just shows him leaving and the Chiefs exploding directly after. That's all history just shows. So it's just like fantastic story though, man. That's beautiful. That's truly beautiful.
Appreciate that.
You know what? Every time we hook up, every Charger game, whether it's the backups or whether it's the new quarterbacks or whatever, it's always a good game. We didn't have some good games. We had what was the D4 game where he was holding Eckler in the end zone on the final play. And D4, that was like the best D4 play of his whole tenure in Kansas City.
How long was D4 in Kansas City for? Like, how long was his tenure?
About 3 years.
4.
Damn.
He never got to a second contract.
Damn.
Yeah. He didn't get to a second contract.
And then there was
the D4 game.
And then
he left last year or the year before?
I think the
before?
Thursday night game when Mike Williams got a 2-point conversion and won in the end of Arrowhead.
And y'all was complaining about how that's our Super Bowl win, but y'all gotta understand, bro. That was literally like primetime football, like at y'all place. It's like either here or we either win or lose. I don't want to go into overtime with Patrick Mahomes, bro. I'm going for the win. If that's a ranked match in Madden, I'm going for the win. If that's a CFM in Madden, I'm going for the win. I'm going for the win. So that's a smart decision. He was wide open. The reason why I feel like it was a Super Bowl for us, I don't think it was a Super Bowl for us. Everybody's just claiming it. But the reason
y'all made T-shirts, bro. Y'all made T-shirts.
Y'all say y'all, but I don't have one purchase of one. I don't have one in my inventory. There's nothing in my closet. I did not buy a shirt that said 20. What was this? I forgot what the exact score was. But when Mike Williams was like, nah, bro, nah, I wasn't a part of that.
I was supposed to get you that shirt, man. My bad.
Oh my God, bro.
I want to see.
So let's go around the room. What's your favorite Chiefs Chargers game?
Ooh, 2013 Arrowhead, that shootout with the game winner from Phillip to Tudu. Ooh, so yo, that was might be my favorite football game of all time. It was like I forget how much exact time was on the clock, but Phillip dropped back. It was like a 30-yarder, 32-yarder. Dropped back, put it right in his hands as he like fell in the end zone and just game winner in Arrowhead, bro. That was 2013. We eventually went on, beat the Bengals in the playoffs, but lost to Peyton. I hate Peyton.
Mm-hmm.
They were so good that year, bro. Come on.
What about you, Bad Luck Chuck?
Man, there's been so many, dog. I'll tell you the most hilarious one. I mean, it's obvious. I think it was on Halloween.
Man.
Chargers had to get in the bag and Phillip Rivers fumbled the ball when he's supposed to take a knee.
Oh man.
That's why I was always mad at you, bro, because why are you celebrating with all these cheap ass losses or wins, bro? Literally all these cheap ass wins throughout the series, bro. It's never a blowout.
What about you, bro? What about you?
That's mine, man. That Halloween one, man. Me and Halloween was there. That was crazy. Them end zone seats. Crazy.
You know what I'm gonna go with? I'm gonna go with Mexico. Was it last year? No, year before last.
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
We played them in Mexico. That was a good game.
That was a good game.
That was a good game.
Definitely, that was a good game.
It's always a good game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like whether we win or lose, it's always a good game. It always comes down to the wire. We don't just blow y'all out every time. And y'all don't just blow us out every time.
Bruh, divisional games are always tough. Divisional games are always tough. They always, especially this one, dog. Because like dating back to when Antonio Gates was the tight end of the Chargers, man, we cannot stop that dude, man. That dude just finds a way to get open on us every matchup.
He had everything. He had quick feet. He was crafty. He was probably one of the craftiest tight ends of all time. Obviously, man. It's like and his hands were like literally like just glue. It was just like glue.
Man, that time when he came out of retirement at 56 and caught 70 passes, I was like, man, come on. He had about 70 yards on his. He was 72 years old.
Bro.
I was like, man, come on, man.
Craziness, dog.
But
what you think about y'all run the game, bro?
Go ahead. Like against.
Oh no, go ahead, Boog. You got it, bro.
No, hold on. What Chuck say?
Because I was about to say another Chargers game came to
mind. I was talking about the run game, man. Go ahead, nigga.
Damn. I'm sorry, man. I was about to say another Chargers game came to my mind when Ryan Lee first came to Arrowhead, and that was one of the games we actually dominated. That was a good time. That was probably one of my favorite joints too.
How long have you been? So how long have you guys been Chiefs fans for? Like I never truly. I don't think I've ever truly asked. Like I know I haven't asked like Country and Chuck, but I don't know if I asked Boog either. So
all my life, bro.
How long's your life?
Long enough.
I knew I was going to get that answer. I knew I was going to get that. No, I knew I was going to get that answer too. I felt that answer coming. Like in my heart, I was like, that answer's coming.
Long enough. Nah, man, been since I was a kid, bro. Since the late 80s, bro.
Damn.
Yeah. Old as shit.
But yeah.
But I wanted to ask about that too, the running game. What you think Eckler gonna do against us? Who's y'all backup this time?
I mean, it's either I'm not too sure. Like, I mean, it's either obviously Roundtree or Jackson. If I'm not mistaken, I gotta check the injury report because I don't even think because like Bosa hasn't practiced in like 2 days, 3 days either. So like, like this like low key, the Chargers team is jacked up. I would literally have to check the injury report right now. Like literally, it just
that sounds familiar. That sounds like last week, don't it?
They're low key, like it's not like severely dinged up, but it's like enough to be like, oh come on, bro, what is this? Like, bro, like they look like they were fine in the game. Why are they not playing or practicing? But
yeah, I can tell you that Roundtree. I think Roundtree's currently the backup right now, but I got the injury. I got the injury report right now. I know Bosa is questionable. Chris Harris Jr. is out, and Justin Jones is doubtful. And for us, Frank Clark is doubtful. Chris Jones is questionable, and Travarius Ward is questionable currently.
Well, you gotta hope Chris Jones. Chris Jones is gonna play. He's definitely gonna
play. Chris Harris don't want to play his favorite team, bro. Why would he want to play us, bro? He ain't hurt.
He ain't trying to get torched by Tyreek again.
You know he love us.
I bet he be out hugging before the game, man.
He's tired of getting torched by Tyreek, bro. He tired of that.
No. Hey, speaking of injuries, I really hope DeAndre Baker is active this week and gets to play this week.
You been here?
Ward is questionable, man. Just let him sit. Let him get right. Let's see what DeAndre Baker got, man. We might be activating the wrong guy sometime.
I just know y'all are going to grab 2 picks. Y'all are going to grab 2 picks against us.
And Baker played well in that meaningless game last year when we already had home field locked up.
Before he broke his leg. Yeah. Oh, man, you know who I used to hate, though, Chuck? San Diego Chuck, Natron Means. I used to hate his.
Man.
Oh my
god. So all right. So like that was a question I didn't even think about asking y'all. Obviously the Chargers did like I could say we probably take a turns bullying each other. But who is your guys like number one? I know you just said yours, but number one Chargers player all time that you hate the most? Are you just like every time you see him, you're like, man, fuck, this dude's about to just cook us again? Probably Gates, right?
Yeah, Gates
is definitely up there. Sayal is up there too.
Yeah.
Shit.
Sayal is up there.
Yeah, Sayal
LT.
Yeah. LT besides LT.
Yeah, I couldn't stand going up against Rodney Harrison. I couldn't stand him.
Vincent Jackson? Oh, yeah, Rodney Harrison, yeah.
Vincent Jackson?
Vincent Jackson was so good, bro. He was
Jackson was
so good.
He's
so good, bro. He would get open no matter what. Bro, no matter what, he would catch something. No matter what, he would just it would just be his. It's crazy.
That dude was a specimen, bro. That dude was 6'5", 240, dog.
Yeah.
Then he went to the Bucks, right? He went to the Bucks with Mike Evans for a little bit.
Yeah.
For like a little bit.
As much as we kind of had Phillips' number.
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace of Vincent Jackson. As much as we kind of had Phillip Rivers' number, even when you got Phillip down, he still was dangerous. He has the worst quarterback throw. It looked like it hurt him every time he threw. Like it just looked painful, and he would just get it off, bro. It was like, why y'all can't get him, bro? Like,
no, because like I love Rivers. I do love Rivers, bro. I made an article about like how he was like potentially like a top 10 quarterback of all time. Like even despite the ring stuff, because ring is a team effort. That's what I believe. But it's like for that specific reason, that's why when he gets hit, that shit would just fling all the way up in the air and it would be a fumble or it would be a pick so easily because of his throwing motion, bro. And that's why I feel like a lot of the times, bro, late in the games when he's trying to come back, and that throwing motion goes, like, I don't even know how to replicate. I can't replicate it, bro. I feel like that's just unreplicatable. It's like you can't even motion with it. Like, that's, bro. Oh, man. It just, I feel like, because, like, look, I'm not saying if you give Phillip Tom Brady's throwing motion that we would have won a championship, but, hey, man, That's like saying, you know, like, yeah, nah, that's talking dumb. But yeah, I totally see what you're talking about with Rivers, but it's just, oh man, more often than not, dude, it's just so many heartbreaking times, bro. Late game interceptions, bro.
Hey,
Bro.
he got us a few. He got us
Yeah, I
just
used
as
to
many,
love
bro.
him for real.
Hey, for real, if we going
Easy
against
money for you.
division, if we going against competitors all time versus the Chiefs, I think Phillip Rivers he top 3
He's got
of
to be
guys
top three. Yeah, definitely
that
top
you
three.
want to
Definitely.
play, that you want to compete against.
Who's
As
would
far as
y'all?
our rival guys that we face, I
So would
would
y'all
say
say
Phillip
Peyton
Rivers
Manning?
he wasn't here long enough, but yeah,
I
he
know.
up there too. He
He's
wasn't
top.
here long enough. But Rivers versus the Chiefs was always a fun matchup, bro, because he gonna talk. Even if they getting beat, he gonna talk. Like, worst day ever. He got memes all over Chiefs Kingdom. Like, Phillip Rivers, we low-key had respect for Rivers on the low. Like,
Yeah,
we
yo,
might
of
not impress
course.
him, but I think Chiefs fans always had respect for Phillip Rivers.
Bro, I realized, see, like what it was, bro, was and you know, like what really freaking sucks, man. RIP to my old Twitter account. The reason why the Chiefs and Chargers Chuck isn't a thing no more is because my old account got axed because like I was just like uploading like like video game highlights but with music on it. And I got like copyrighted, so they just like suspended my shit and I just didn't try because I was like, damn, I'm wrong. But like basically, it's so shit. My fault. That shit was burning. I'm saying like that affected everything, but I do want to say that I need y'all to understand, bro, that I didn't lose passion. I didn't lose heart because I lost my Twitter. It did hurt because I lost all the interactions and stuff like that because it was fun as hell saying like, yo, the Chiefs suck. Yo, we about to beat the Chiefs. Everybody's talking. We talking back and forth. I'm not saying I live for interactions, but bro, these social media stuff back and forth, when it doesn't get personal, when people know how to keep it within the boundaries, it's fun as hell. We can go back and forth all day. We can have fun, bro. As long as you don't cross lines, as long as I don't cross lines, I love it. But man, bro, get my shit deleted got me burnt off the map. So it's like in a sense, people forgot about me. But just know I'm still here. And when the Chargers beat the Chiefs this week, man, I was rambling for all that just to say. When the Chargers beat the Chiefs this week, man, I'm gonna be here smiling. I hope Book puts some money on it. I really do, because he wanted to put money on all the Rivers games. But when it comes to Herbert, oh, did it? Yeah.
Hey, speaking of interaction and trolling, a common enemy for both of us, Raider Cody today.
Oh man.
So, Mitch Schwartz is on Twitter. Mitch Schwartz, all pro right tackle, maybe a Hall of Famer, maybe Super Bowl champion, all NFL guy, right? He tweets a play, and I think Max Crosby was in it. I think in the video he's talking about the right tackle was being lazy, he wasn't giving all his energy, and Max Crosby embarrassed him and got the sack or whatever. So Raider Cody goes and calls, what do you say? He called Mitch lazy. You don't know what you're talking about. Like, trolling other fans is fun. Trolling all pro right tackle Hall of Famer type guys, you're not gonna win those battles. You're never gonna win that battle, bro. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
I agree. And Chuck, you might not like this comparison, but what about LeBron? Like we're talking about the second best, like top 3 player of all time, but yet he still gets hate, he still gets trolled. Like it's like when you're great, obviously people don't really focus on linemen like they focus on quarterbacks and receivers and stuff like that. But if you know football, you know Schwartz is about that. You know he's nice, like he's stamped. He's like, I mean, obviously you're gonna get burnt here and there. I don't even think that was his fault on that play. I don't. Because, like, obviously he gets the sack, but Mahomes didn't need to flush all the way out, like the way he did. So that's kind of like on Mahomes, but I don't know, man. But yeah, I feel like I don't even pay Raider Cody no mind, but it's crazy how he's been successful. Gotta give him credit.
Yeah.
Gotta give him credit. I mean,
But you know what? All respect due to you because you the only Chargers fan that we know. You
see, y'all say that, but y'all say that, but
he is
y'all
the
say that,
only
but
one.
army, bro.
He a unicorn.
y'all say that, but like, if y'all really go, what y'all talking? Y'all follow other Chargers fans, man. Y'all know other Chargers fans, bro.
No,
That's
no other
fucking
Chargers
hilarious, man. That's so funny. That's so
bro,
funny.
you know that meme? You know that meme where you
I
pull
follow
out the
one,
sword
but
and the whole army? That's you, bro. That's you, bro.
Oh man, I'm freaking dying, bro. Y'all got me cracking up. Yo, chill, man. Cause like,
And that's why we respect you, bro. You never stepped out of bro, you ugly, or your mama, or you got
I
you
mean,
know what I'm saying? You never stepped out like that, bro. It was all about the game. It was all about the
nah,
team. It wasn't never personal enough.
there has been a couple times where I've called somebody bald or I've said they're old. But I
I mean,
mean, listen, when I don't bring like family into this, and I don't bring like nothing personal or nothing offensive. I don't cross nothing over there. I mean, if you consider being bald offensive, I mean, I'm sorry. I apologize. Like, if you consider being old offensive, we all get old. I apologize. Like, I'm old right now. I'm feeling the effects of being old as shit. But yeah, for the most part, it's all game. It's like, but damn, bro, when the Chargers keep folding, I gotta let my team do the talking for me. They gotta start winning. They gotta start winning. It starts this week, yo. It does. It does.
Yeah, and
hey, so what y'all think, man? The Chargers is one of the worst teams in the red zones, and we're one of the worst teams in the red zone on defense. What y'all think about that? Because I know Bad Luck Chuck is not sold on Herbert, right?
I mean, Herbert is talented. Don't get me wrong. He's talented. You know what I mean? He's got a good arm and everything. Like, in between the 20s, he's nice. He's solid. But, like, for some reason, man, now granted, yes, last week, y'all got cheated like heck against the Cowboys. I'll admit that. There were some questionable calls in that game. But for some reason, once you get inside the 20s, having a rough time finishing drives, man, like, what's going on with that right now?
Bro, that's always been the Chargers, though, low key. Like, low key, unless if they had LT. Like, we've always, like, honestly, like, just struggled to get in there, bro. And it's always been either maybe we get short, Melvin Gordon runs 4 straight times against Tennessee, can't get it on the fucking goal line, dog. Now, whose fault is that? Is that Herbert's fault? Oh, no, Herbert wasn't even there. So, I mean, like, come on, man. It's like it's simple stuff. Whether somebody gets injured, whether it messes the flow of the game, where it's like a stupid, like, offensive holding. It's just, bro, it's always that kind of stuff plays into the games. I'm not saying that always is the case with us, but I'm saying, dude, the Chargers are unlucky. Y'all got to understand that. Y'all know that. You don't have to understand it because you already do. But it's not even a legit excuse because it sounds dumb when you go like, yo, my team is so unlucky. Like, every single game, they get penalties against them. Every single team, they get injured. How stupid is that to say? But
you know what?
Hey, but do y'all think the Chiefs defense can do it?
Yeah, I said 2 picks because I think like y'all defense always. I feel like especially recently, y'all defense always gets at least 2 turnovers against us. At least. I don't know if it's gonna be a fumble. I don't know if Eckler's gonna fumble. I don't know if it's a strip sack off of Herbert. Maybe it's 2 tip passes because the receivers haven't been catching stuff like they should with the Chargers. So that scares me because when you go against a team like the Chiefs, minor mistakes like teams against Washington football team that have Ryan Fitzpatrick who gets injured like 6 plays in, and then Heineke comes out of nowhere, pulls a Herbert, and almost wins the game. And then you go and you face Dak. I mean, Dak's incredible. He's great, but he's not no Mahomes. So if you mess up, if you're dropping passes, and if a second down goes to a 3rd and long, and you can't convert that 3rd and long, you're giving the ball back to Mahomes, who's probably going to score because he has Hill, who burns us every single game. And it's just like, I think y'all, I don't know, man. It's the thing. It's like I want to win, and I want them to win, and I think the Chargers can pull it off. But it's going to come down to y'all defense. That's the thing. That's what I feel like.
And Herbert's still young. He's still young enough to get baited into bad throws. Like last year, the throw that Snee intercepted, he should have never thrown that ball. He could have ran for the first down. He could have handed it off or anything. But he tried to make a play, which you love, that he tried to make a play. But you know, you got to be smart in that situation. He still can be baited in those type of throws. So if Tyrann Mathieu is able to run free and run wild, then he might come up with 2 this week.
Is he called
it's not out of sight.
What do y'all call him? The landlord?
The landlord.
Yo, come on, yo. Honestly, who came up with that nickname, bro? Who started? He did?
Yep.
Self-proclaimed?
Yeah.
Self-proclaimed.
I like it though. I like it because he is like that. He is like that. He is good enough to do that. But it's just funny, the landlord, and he's coming to collect rent, and he just comes and picks the ball, or he comes to like fumble, like I don't know, bro. He's good. I love
Man, is Juan go play this week?
You said Juan
better.
Play?
He better.
I'm gonna address that. Real quick. All right, so here's my issue with what the coach has been saying all week, right? That they mentioned how Juan only played 11 snaps just because of the matchup, and like how Juan is better against the pass and against the run. I'm trying to figure out what changed between his rookie season until now, because his rookie year, when we played against him here in Arrowhead, he played 100% of snaps, I believe, and then Sorensen played like 26%, something like that. And then now all of a sudden, Sorensen playing 100% of snaps, and Juan's only getting 11 snaps total.
Damn.
And we got Dan Sorensen out here missing the most tackles in the league.
Damn.
I'm trying to figure out what's happened between his rookie year until now to where Juan's getting his playing time cut all of a sudden. Like, did he say something bad about the coaches? I mean, what's going on internally? That's what I'm trying to figure out with Juan. Because to me, it looks like Juan was returning to his old self from that AFC Championship game when he played against Buffalo. Because against Buffalo, he balled out to me. So that's what I'm trying to figure out with that situation.
Whatever going on, they need to figure
he barely
out.
played in the Super Bowl. That's what I'm saying. What they saying don't make sense, man. If Juan is as good as they say, as we done seen as his rookie year, he got a pick when he did play. So why won't they play him? Y'all say he's so much better than Sorensen. I'm not saying he's not. Sorensen, like you said, the missed most tackles. Shit. He
But
can't even play.
Sorensen is who he thought he was, though. You write
that's
him
what I'm
off,
saying. That's talent, ain't it?
And he comes and make a play at the end, but
let's go, Joe.
Forget the 5 missed tackles, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, but look, this is what I want to say, though. For this specific game this weekend, all that goes out the window because Sorensen actually plays good against us.
Yeah,
it's not like he plays like he's gonna play against the watch. I guarantee you he's gonna be in position to make a play. He might not grab a pick, but he'll definitely be in position to definitely get a pick, or he'll do some stuff to maybe end the drive for the Chargers. He'll definitely show up. It's the definitely. So if we're talking about just this game, yeah.
And we said it before with Sorensen, dog. We said it before, like he's there at the right place at the right time. It's just that last week, man, like the coaches saw what was going on, man. Like you needed to make an adjustment right there and there. Be like, okay, we need to get Juan on the field a little more, see what he can do.
Is Juan fully healthy?
He should be.
I think
he should be.
But see, you guys are saying he should be. You're saying I thought, like that's not like a yeah. So like he might like, bro, but obviously
that's
not, bro.
So
if he's healthy, if he's healthy, then he's just subpar then.
He's just not the starter. Yeah, he's just not the starter. Like he played the least amount of snaps on defense.
He should be the starter. Let's not get that twisted. He should be the starter. That don't make no sense.
Yeah,
he was starter week 1, and he played all the snaps. So what changed between Cleveland and Baltimore? They the same team.
Honey Badger didn't play. Honey Badger didn't play.
Yeah, there's that. But
he didn't
start that shit.
Yeah, that's true.
He should be playing over Dan. I don't know what Dan has over. Dan should be in spots. Dan is good in spurts. He's not good for the entire package of the game. That's ridiculous.
If we all know that, all of us know that, country, and they still won't play Juan.
So it got to be something. It got to be internal. Maybe pissed off at the coach, or maybe I don't know. But they need to fix it.
It's got to be internal, man. Because
it got to be internal. It needs to be solved though. Because I don't want to purposely throw a 5 out there when I got an 8 over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make no sense.
Is Juan like a trade type candidate type stuff? Is that what it looked like?
I don't think it's that far. I hope it ain't that far.
I don't think it's
Y'all
trading,
don't
but
think it don't, man. This don't look like a good marriage, man.
yeah. I don't know. It looked like Juan may be out the door, I guess, when his contract is up. I don't know. We'll see what happens, man. But Chuck, I want to ask you this, man. I want to ask you about Derwin James. As everyone knows, the past few years he's been bitten by the injury bug. But how's it feel to have him back out on the field, man? And what's your sense of him so far since he's returned?
Oh, Chuck, before you answer, Derwin James is my favorite non-Chiefs player in the league.
I love it.
I love Derwin James. He's a dog, bro. Go ahead, bro. What's your answer?
Yeah,
so like just literally, Asante. Literally, I just wish they would get Ramsey, and then it would. But I'll get back to that. But honestly, I'm excited as fuck to have him back. He's a game changer. Now we should have again. Here we go again talking about week 2. Like I think in week 1 he made a tackle while he was on the ground. If there was any way that we could bring up that play, he literally was on the ground and just made a tackle with I forget who the running back was at the time, was just up and running, still got him down. His ball hawking, his vision, his IQ for the game, athleticism, it's something that not all the teams have. And when he's healthy, it's fantastic. Obviously, it goes without saying because he's an every tool player. He can blitz, he can guard your he can guard your best player. I wouldn't say. He can't run tick for tack with Tyreek and the fastest receivers, but he can cover them pretty well. He can hit, ball hawk, like I said, line up with a tight end, blitz. He just has everything. He has the whole package. So when you have that kind of a player healthy, your team is going to be a lot better. Especially the fact that he could just be the captain of that defense, and then you have another player. And this is kind of going away from him, but you have a player like Murray, and then you have a player like Bosa. So you have each kind of players at each level, and when they're all healthy together, which they have been for this season, despite one little faulty 13-14 penalty. I don't know how much penalty game that was, but come on, I like
how
it.
Many times? How many times has he actually played us?
That's a good question.
I know it's at least.
It's got to be at least twice. Definitely at least twice. Yeah, twice. I want to say twice.
At least twice.
Yeah, I want to say twice, and it's definitely not 1, and it's definitely not 3, because I think but it might
3 times. I mean,
potentially. I gotta find out when he was drafted. I forget when he was drafted. Was it the 2017?
So his rookie year twice. And then probably the next year after that.
That's a good question. That's a great question.
That's a good question.
Yeah, it's a
somebody find that out. Oh, never mind. He said twice.
He said twice.
We changed his answer. Thank you, James.
Appreciate you, James.
That's Michael Myers, man.
He didn't come back for
Jamie Lee Curtis, bro. You gonna watch that? You gonna watch that new movie coming out, bro? Or no, it didn't come out yet.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Yeah, but he's been MIA from this matchup for a while now, so I know he's curious to get back out there. I think he'll mainly have the Travis Kelce assignment, because like I said earlier, Chargers, they usually focus on Travis Kelce in this matchup, but with Staley as the head coach, you never know, things might change. Don't
forget we got 4 tight ends though.
Yeah, but he's definitely I would definitely expect not a lot. But I would definitely expect him to send Derwin and Murray at the same time, or Derwin on the same side as Bosa, because that's just a successful combination all the time, whether it be in coverage or whether it be getting pressure. So you just do that, you're good. So he's definitely going to be guarding Kelce, but I wouldn't be surprised if he definitely gets 1 sack on Mahomes, just from you know what I mean, just because it's him.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of Chargers fans in here. I like that.
Yeah,
Right.
man. I share my link, man. People showing out, bro. They're going to
I'll be there.
KC. James
Same.
going to KC. You going to KC.
Let's get it.
Let's go, James.
All
Man,
right,
you gotta
man.
go.
So what's our game predictions, man?
All right. So for me, I'll go ahead and start it off. For me, I think the guy who's gonna have the most success on the Chargers offense is Mike Williams, because like we mainly run man coverage in our defense, run some exotic blitzes or whatever. And Mike Williams, he's been a guy that's been successful against man coverage for the most part in his career. And I think Charvarius Ward is gonna be on his side for the most part, and I think he can take advantage of him here and there. But that's the guy besides Eckler. Everybody expect Eckler to go off, but Mike Williams, that's a guy to look out for the Chargers. But I think in the end, it's going to come down to Butker's leg. And what's crazy? I think Big Red's going to try to prove a point this week. He's going to try to get Clyde that rock. I think Clyde's going to get about 20 touches in this game.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, because like what I've seen from the Chargers so far these first 2 weeks, you can't run on them. First week against Washington, Gibson had a nice solid game, and then last week Zeke and Pollard got off. They both had good solid games, so there are ways that you can run on the Chargers, and I think Big Red's gonna put that in the game plan. He's gonna try to run the rock a little more in his matchup, and then that will help set up for
Play action to Kelsey.
Well, not even Kelsey. Hey, Tyreek Hill. You find Tyreek one-on-one.
I don't even think he needs to play action. That's the thing, bro. He needs just a slant on the Chargers, bro. That's all he needs. It's weird.
Hey.
It's so weird. So weird.
I would add McKinnon on there too, Chuck. I think McKinnon might get some burn this weekend. What you think, Bud?
Heck, I hope another guy. I hope that gets more snaps. They need to play Byron Pringle more because it's obvious.
Ooh,
I agree.
talk about it.
He's the third best route runner on the team overall, man. Like
Who's the first two?
He gets open better than D.
Travis and Tyreek.
It is what it is, bro.
Hey, man, you could put low key. You could put Tyreek above Travis. Low key. I mean, people Tyreek is definitely underrated with route running. People just think he's just speed. When not, he has speed. He has speed all around.
Agree. What you think, Bud?
Offense, yeah. Tyreek the easy one. I'll go with McCole this week, man. I think he'll have some success. They gonna be throwing it. Asante they gonna have him on Tyreek. They gonna have to double team Tyreek.
Yeah, of course.
McCole should be cool this week. Chargers, shit. Eckler. I don't trust our run defense yet, man. Y'all seen Chris Jones still at DN. He should be better stopping the run this week though. They're not gonna run the ball at him like Baltimore could.
Yeah, because like
I think Eckler he'll do good though. Still.
Yeah, because like Chris Jones, he ain't never gone against the RPO. He never had to commit to contain the edges against that style of that running style. You know what I mean? And the Ravens, they're one of a kind running team that uses the RPO or quarterback keepers and whatnot. So, yeah.
Yeah, I think we should keep Chris Jones in for now still too. Everybody talking about moving back. Just on them early downs, have him at D tackle. Why they don't want to do that?
That's how it was supposed to go. I don't know what changed.
Yeah, they just only using them at end. Like,
yeah, it's ridiculous.
mix them around.
Nope.
That's what we got Reed for, right? Where he been at? We need him this week.
Man,
He'll show up against the Chargers for sure. This will be the game he shows up at. You know that.
All right, Viva La
Don't look
Chop.
like Frank Clark playing.
so how you see it, Chuck? How do you see the game playing out from your perspective?
Bro, so many ways, bro. Shout out to DJ Quick. But like, yo, dude, it's like, dude, it could really pan out like so many like different like obviously the Chargers can go in there, win a close battle. I mean, I don't think the Chargers are going to go in there and smack the Chiefs. That will never happen. So it's either going to be a close win for the Chargers or a blowout win or a close win for the Chiefs. You see, they're going to go one of three ways, those 3 ways. So maybe the Chargers go in there, play some good football for 4 quarters, maybe play mediocre football for 1 quarter, but good football for 1 quarter, then great football for 2 quarters and win. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just like, you know what I mean? Maybe they win. But I think realistically, I don't want to go to 1-2, but there's still going to be 14 more games after that. I believe, like in my heart and soul, I know the Chargers could get it done, but it's just going to be Pat Mahomes. He's going to do Pat Mahomes shit, and if our receivers can't catch the ball, which I like the matchup against y'all's D-backs, I do, but at the same time, I like the matchups against Washington's D-backs, and I like the matchups against the Cowboys D-backs, and yet we were still dropping shit and still like getting penalties. So, man, probably say like realistically, I want to see the Chargers 34, Chiefs 21. That's what I'm gonna say. But I mean, if the book. Yo, and I'll bet that the Chargers are gonna win. But like, I'm gonna say like, if we're really talking about like what I really like, I don't want to say believe happened. I think the Chiefs are gonna like pull it out. Just pull it out. Like maybe it's gonna be Chargers have to get one more stop on third down, late game. They fail to do it. Maybe get a penalty, whatever. Chiefs win by like 3 points, 4 points. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout either way.
Yep, I was about to say that because neither one of these teams is going to blow each other out. And I'm going to tell you this from a betting perspective. The Chiefs are horrible at covering the spread right now. They are 1-1
What's the spread?
Against the spread in their last 15 games, bro. And right now, it done jumped up to 7. I'm like, I don't know why people are taking the Chiefs to cover right now. If I'm a betting person, I'm taking the Chargers +7, dog. It's going to come out to the field goal, man.
Hell yeah.
That sound right, Chuck.
Hey, you know what I think though? It never fails. Something on special teams is gonna win us the game.
Exactly.
Yeah, they do always have something like that with the.
It's always a special teams. It's always a Tyreek taking it from the 5, which is like, don't catch that ball to oh my God touchdown,
like
or
bro,
McCall,
like,
or Pringle. I think one of our special team guys get something off this week.
That's interesting. So how else?
Chuck said Pringle.
How else do you see the game from your perspective, country?
You didn't hear what I just said?
No. Do you have more, bro? Do you have more?
Oh, okay. It's gonna be the typical Chargers Chiefs game. It's gonna be back and forth. Herbert's gonna do some things. Mahomes gonna do some things. You know, Tyreek gonna get off for a long one. Bosa's gonna come to play. And I'm really happy. I'm really happy to see Derwin James again. I mean, it's been like I said, that's one of my favorite players for real. Derwin and Jalen. I'm a Florida State fan, so they're my boys. I'm really excited to see him play actually, but it's gonna be a typical Chargers Chiefs game. Somebody's gonna make a mistake. I think Snead might finally get an interception this week. He might bait Herbert into 1 or 2. Him and Tyron, they might bait him into 1. But like I said, I think special teams is going to play a big factor. It's going to be a turnover on special teams, a kickoff, a punt return, something big on special teams is going to help us win the game.
You know the interesting part.
Be a fight.
You know the interesting part about this matchup is Justin Herbert. This is the first time he'll actually get to experience the real full Arrowhead.
Yeah.
Instead of
That's what I'm saying. So let's go into Arrowhead and let's get that motherfucking win, man. And let's make a statement. I'm not playing this, bro. You do this, bro. Like I'm so nervous for this game. I'm not gonna cap. I'm nervous. And y'all are saying like Super Bowl this, Super Bowl that. It's still y'all, and and the reason why I want the Chargers to win this game so much is because I can laugh at y'all. Because it's the fan part so much as it is the team part. So we win the team, and then we can do the fan shit after. Like, that's why it's our Super Bowl, bro, because the way that game ended, like, that shit was funny with the 2-point conversion. Y'all really got caught lacking. They weren't ready for that. And boom, easy win. So it's like, it's just stuff like that. And it's Herbert and Derwin. Oh.
Yeah, but y'all let Alex Smith come back from like 28-7, so y'all can't talk that much.
Bro, but we let Chase Daniel beat us too. So I mean, we let all this other stuff happen too. So it's like, bro. Damn. Like,
hey, low key though, bro. I do miss you on Twitter, man. You gotta, man. Come on, bro. You gotta come back, man.
I am back. What you mean?
Well, follow me then, man.
Bro, I'm always on there, bro.
We had good back and forth. We never got out of it. We never got crazy with it. So
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like I don't get crazy with people. Like, you know what I mean. I always have a mutual respect with people who keep it like real with me. You know what I mean. You keep it real with me, but like certain people who just keep going and going and going and going. It's like, all right, bro, we done. Just keep it rocking. Just keep pushing. But like, I don't know. It's like,
because we're not having no Denver fans on here. Just know that.
I don't know no Denver. I don't know a Denver fan on Twitter, Loki. I don't.
Ooh. Is Uncle Vicious still around?
That's
Maybe.
Crazy. No Denver fans, book. No Denver
He
fans.
He might mellow out too, just like Chuck is
I
mellowed
don't
out.
have none no more.
I haven't mellowed
That's
out, bro.
crazy.
Twitter nerfed me. They deleted my account, bro, or they suspended my account, and I could have had, bro. Listen. I'll be the first one to say this, bro. I had 2,800 followers, and I didn't take advantage of it by utilizing it, like by doing podcasts with y'all earlier, or by like you know what I mean, like networking in a good way. So I fucked up because I had 2,800 followers, but I didn't mellow out. It's just I don't have like social media is the way to go in life right now. And if you don't have that clout, you don't have that clout no more. I don't got no clout. I'm like all the way at the bottom, all the way at the bottom. So I mean, it's all good. I still love my team, and I'm still gonna be cheering for my team. It's not gonna change nothing.
Man, come on back. I don't want to hear that. Get your passion back, bro. Get your swag back, daddy.
I'm hurting. I'm hurting.
But yeah, before we go ahead and wrap this up, man, Chuck, I think you and Boogie should go ahead and Madden, man, because I want to announce to the people, if y'all missed it already, we got a Twitch account now, and Boogie's gonna be running that. When he gets on Madden or whatever. So I think y'all need to get that cracking for the people.
Do you have a PS5? Because bro, I only got a PS4. That's the thing.
Book, what about you, man?
That's the thing.
Oh, we can get it. I'll have to get the PS4 version. I can get it.
If you do that, bro, listen. I'll look you right in the eyes right now, bro.
You can share play. You got PS4.
What does that mean?
You can play 5 on the 4,
play.
right?
Only one person needed.
I mean, we can talk about. I mean, we can get it popping, bro. Like, I'm not like I never run from you, but I'm gonna look you right in the eyes and say, man, first game on your Twitch account, it's gonna be bad for you. But just know, man, like,
let's get it.
I control what goes on in Madden, bro. I can't control what goes on in real life, but I can control what goes on in the sticks. So like the Chargers, it's gonna be like 55-10.
Hey, my boy ain't taking no L's on the Kingdom Cast account, bro.
Right.
He ain't gonna take no L's on that.
We're gonna get to it.
But he's gonna hold us down.
He gonna hold it down.
We got him.
That was
Chuck, man, we appreciate you for hopping on this episode of Kingdom Cast, man. Before we let you go, man, just tell everybody where you can find you at.
You can find me, honestly, all the ads are the same. I'm only on Twitter, trying to slowly grow my platform again. And I'm on Twitch, Viva La Chuck, same thing. Instagram, SSB Chuck, but for the most part, Twitter, Twitch. That's all that matters. And I appreciate y'all for having me so much, man. Y'all are cool as fuck. I look forward to this game. Hopefully we win, because it'll be a lot more interesting. But if not, man, GG. And much love, man. Bro.
Yes.
Hey,
sir.
we do post game too, so we'll see you after that L, bro.
All right, man. I'm here regardless, man. I keep the same energy, bro. I be hurting when we lose, but like I'm still here, bro. I do not run. I don't run. I'm not hiding in the corner. I'm not crying in my bed, bro. Like I'm right here in the chair, ready to go. So just let me know.
Hey, don't worry. Hey, bro, look. Later on in the season, after we done wrapped up the playoffs, we'll bring our B team and y'all can beat them like y'all do every year, bro.
I can't say nothing because that's history, bro. That's just history, bro.
Oh man, that's funny.
Yo, hey man, we appreciate you coming on. Chiefs, we got to bounce back after that L, man. It's been a rough week, hectic on Twitter. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get to it. And then, hey, man, y'all be safe, man. Follow the Twitch account. Show us some love. Follow the Instagram. Instagram. We do got an Instagram, though.
Yeah, we need to get that back up, bro.
Yeah, we need to get that Instagram back cracking. We got Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitters, all that. Follow all that. Like and subscribe, man. Please. Thank you. We appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all after that W on Sunday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Until the next episode, we out.
Hey, happy birthday to my daughter.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yo, Boog,
Happy birthday.
Boog, before we end, right here on the camera, 50 on it.
Oh.
Right here on the camera.
On the teeth?
Live. On the cheek. No,
Okay.
Yeah, obviously.
We got
it. Like, why'd you pause? Why'd you pause though? Why'd you say, okay?
I was making sure you was talking about the game. Yes, sir. It's there.
I'm fully confident. All right, bet. There you go. We good. All right. I like it.
Let's get it.
Debate is on.
I like it.
Hey. Yes, sir.